So ever since 1996, I remembered as a little kid, I was playing Professor SF 1 or 2 from one of my cousin's friends. And my cousin told me that like the SNES floppy drive was meant to was meant as a was like the floppy drive was meant as a backup device, to use floppy disks. Remember those old ass floppy disks that you just plug that little floppy disk inside that machine and you just like play games like I don't know. You play Famicom disc on a Famicom machine on a Famicom floppy disk device. That it works the same way. It was a precursor to cloud, and it was made by, I think it was made, if I remember correctly, it was made by Bungie Enterprise, a Hong Kong electronic company based. That focused directly on the on a gaming backup device, it was actually a precursor to cloud. Which if that was a food for thought, that gaming backup device was a precursor to cloud today. And essentially you could use it lets you do like emulated ones, or you use, I would say, homebrews like Netsigo or Bleamcast and other stuff, which when the current gen like PlayStation and Sega and Nintendo 64 was still relevant. Which I'm really confused. I never played so much. I never have a. It was until I came across Metal Jesus video, which you see right here. It is a. You can see right here. This is essentially the. It looks exactly like I remember it was as a kid. Would you imagine if somebody was trying, was somebody trying? I know that other companies, mostly Sony and Microsoft, team up with Nintendo. Actually, Nintendo team up with Sony and Microsoft to take out Bungie Enterprises for multiple business practice violations when Dr. V64 first came out in Hong Kong to basically help out the N64, and so there's Neo Flash Linker and GPS Changer, which is essentially, look at right here, it is Game Doctor / Professor SF. That was from Hong Kong, and they got squashed by Nintendo because it was completely this story. Would you imagine if somebody was trying to make, I don't know, an emulated version of PlayStation 4 games on PC? Yoshida Shuhei would send his ninjas squad to quash it and convert it in minutes. It will never be accepted now. And what are my thoughts about Nintendo Switch emulators being possibly be played on the PCs or tablets or whatever the case might turn out? Well, it was still in prototype development. So in my advice to the developers of Nintendo Switch emulators or Nintendo Switch cloud makers, don't announce the date too soon. Because Nintendo is very protective of their hardware and their IPs, and they were very damn serious about it. They're only gonna let fan-made projects like another Metroid 2 remake and all those Pokemon fan-made games, and Super Mario fan-made games as well, which I don't agree with seeing. I don't agree. If it was like deep story based games like, I don't know, visual novels, then I would have been okay with it, but still. Nintendo is what really wanted you to buy multiple projects on your with everybody. They want everyone to buy multiple products so they can have the big ass ocean profits all over and not be interviewed by these third party cloud systems or emulator creators trying to put up, like, create an emulator for Nintendo Switch to have them play on the PCs. So that, yeah. Nintendo was keep in mind, Nintendo was already was having their guns, their swords ready, and they ready to destroy anything. They're ready to destroy anything that is had to do with their current hardware, and they weren't even, like I said, if they try to do like they try to do a Wii U cloud or a Wii U emulator on a PC, Nintendo would squash it in like minutes. Wait, oh no, wait, take it back. They would squash it in like seconds. Oh man. So I would be surprised if they lasted for about a week on sales, and all those PC fans were able to use it on their cloud or their emulators to had it preserved on their PCs. But I don't know. Nintendo was very, 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 very stubborn as hell, which, in my personal opinion, is like, Nintendo, why don't you just let them test out on the Nintendo Switch games, the Switch games and Wii U games on PCs? It is potentially a very strong statement, like a strong sales that you might have missed out on. Like, look at I would say Minecraft. Do you think you can have even more if you let them do it? I don't know. Maybe you wouldn't even listen. You're just like, oh, this citizen was just talking out of their ass. Seriously, it's 2018 though. So I think I'm done rambling about the Bungie Enterprises and how, like, I don't know, emulators and on the Switches. It's actually pretty good. I wouldn't imagine like a third party cloud on Nintendo Switch being used on the PCs and to try to get Nintendo Switch games on the PCs, which I would find it interesting. I would love to see it interesting, but I don't know. There hasn't been new rumors about cloud system being out officially on Nintendo Switch yet, so who knows? So I'll end this note and I'll say this is Lawrence, it's Sanosuke, signing out. Have a good one. Nerds, Nerdettes, Batakus, game on.